everybody, Mike Brailsford again. Today I'm going to do another Shou Sugi Ban piece. I'm going to do a big bowl this time, probably like a salad bowl. I've got myself a very big piece of Loblolly Pine. It was from a root ball right here on my property. So first thing I'm going to do is get this thing rounded off somewhat. And then I'll get it mounted on the lathe. And I think I'm going to start with completely finishing the outside before I move on to the inside. So let's get going on that. Okay, so I've got the blank on the lathe. Got the tailstock brought up to it because it's a pretty big piece. So I'm going to get it round and get the outside shape defined, and then I'm going to burn it. Alright, we're going to start with that. But before I start burning, I'm going to clean this mess up so I don't start my whole shop on fire. Get all this shavings up. You can see there's a considerable amount of it. And I'll be back back when I get that done. All right, so I got my mapgas here. I'm going to do this slowly, and I want to get a good char on it because I'm going to hit it with a wire brush after I get it charred. So let's see what my brand new $13 angle grinder with $4 wire brush will do on this. I like that raised grain effect. Now we're going to put some color on it. Let me get that ready. I'll be right back. Okay, so I've got my trans dye tint, mixed up with some isopropyl alcohol, and I'm going to spray this down. And my whole hope is that I don't make a complete mess out of my lathe. So I'm going to put some polyurethane on this tonight, and I'm going to let this dry overnight, and I will come back to this tomorrow, and hopefully I can get further along with it. Then I will cut in my mortise on the bottom and get ready to turn the inside. I don't know if I'll have this technique down with this bowl to where I want it, but it's gonna be a start. So far I'm real happy with the textures. The color I could hopefully get a little bit better with, aimed at what I'm trying to do. But overall, so far, I think it's a credible piece of work. All right, so I'm going to leave it at that. Stretch this out to dry. So need any spontaneous combustion in my shop. Thank you very much. Okay, so I'm back. What I've done so far is I've shaped the outer bowl. I burned it. I wire brushed it. I've stained it with a red dye tint. And now I am going to turn my mortise here and get it turned around and get the inside hollowed out. So let's do the next step. Alright, so now I'm going to do the inside of the bowl. That's all that. Let's hit this. I'm not going to sand it very much before I hit it with the stain, and I might do a light char on the inside with the torch, but it's not going to be a ton. So let me take care of that.
Some of you may scoff, I don't know, but I like that thing. It makes it way faster. Alright, so I apologize. I forgot to turn the camera back on when I gave it a light scorching. But I'm going to do another light sanding on it. I was at 150. I think I will jump to 220 just to give it a light sanding. Maybe 180 because I want the die to have something to grab onto. So let me do that right now. Okay. Try to give it one more spray, see if that deepens it a little bit. I use my own polyurethane blend, boiled linseed oil, polyurethane, and mineral spirits to thin it out, and it's a wipe-on formula. Okay, time to let that dry. I will come back, probably hit it with 320 paper, and then another couple coats of polyurethane. Alright, so I'm going to briefly sand this with 320 and put another coat of poly on it. Alright, so I'm back to finish up this bowl. I'm going to ease over the corners on the mortise. We'll sand the bottom a little bit, and I'll get my brand on here. Sometimes less is more. And I'm going to call it quits there. Alright, so what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to give a slight char to this outer ring. Try to leave the middle alone. I'll put my brand on it, then I'll put some of the red stain, and I think we will call it a day then. So I've recently learned I might not have been making my branding iron as hot as it needs to go. So I'm going to try to make it hotter today and see what happens. It actually does work better. How about that? Right. I do believe I'm done. Let's get this off. All right, so I'm very pleased with this. This is again another experiment. Going deeper into the Shou Sugi Ban method. I'm pretty happy with this. I think wood selection is going to be paramount coming up. I got some there were some bug holes, but I think this one, in this particular case, I think it kind of add some character to the bowl. I also want to take a deeper look at different dye stains. I want something, get something a little more vibrant would be nice. I mean, this is okay, but maybe something a little better, a little richer would be good. So I'll take a look at that because I'm going to do more of this. But I just love the grain on this, the raised grain that you get in this process. It's pretty nice. So, as always, thank you all for watching. If you like what I've done, please click on one of the links to some of my next videos. I hope you'll enjoy all my content. Leave comments. I'd love to hear from you. Take a look at my webpage, brailsfordww.com. You can see me on Facebook, Brailsford Woodworks, Instagram, Brailsford Woodworks, and Etsy, Brailsford Woodworks. And as always, thank you all for watching. Stay safe.